What's going on, guys? Mizas here. Today, we are going to talk to you about Phoenixville, PA, one of my favorite places to go visit. Take my dogs there all the time. Can't say it enough. You guys got to come out and just enjoy the town, enjoy the village of Phoenixville. You will not be disappointed, I promise. Please like, comment, subscribe. Would really appreciate it. Keeps me motivated to keep these videos coming. So without further ado, 5 things that you need to know about Phoenixville before you move here or just come and if you're touring. All right, so number one would be the traffic. So this is a little nasty, right? During lunchtime, traffic gets a little iffy. Monday through Thursday, not too bad. Could be better. So the big thing is that I will say is from Friday to Sunday, they shut the street down. They shut Bridge Street down. And this happened during COVID. And it really happened because, restaurants needed to stay open and places of business needed to stay open. So it worked out really well for them. Some of the locals don't really like it. I could understand why when you have to take all these different detours from Friday to Sunday. But it is what it is. It really helps the businesses, and it's really fun, honestly. We take the dogs over there to walk, and they really like to see all the people out, and it really, helps them socialize. And it really helps us socialize them. Them being just so high energy. That's for another video, maybe. But yeah, that's one really important thing to know about Phoenixville is that, if you're planning on driving through there, especially from Friday to Saturday, you might need to take a back road or just get used to being a little stuck on Route 23 or kind of trying being stuck on Route 23 or trying to navigate all those back roads and alleys there. And so the second thing is, though, that many things are walkable. I will say that. A lot of the stuff in town, you got restaurants, you got bars. So the second thing is that everything really is walkable in Phoenixville. If you don't have a car or if you want to ride your bike, that'll work too. There's plenty of shopping centers in there, plenty of restaurants that you can go to, plenty of convenience stores, ice cream, a lot of things that you can do in Phoenixville. So, if traffic is a struggle and you like walking or you're from the city and you're used to walking or taking a bus, catching an Uber, maybe that'll kind of work out. But otherwise, make sure that you have your exit plan and have a strategy, on those days, because you can get probably frustrated if you're anything like me when it comes to driving, just people just kind of sitting and not really knowing where to go because of the reroutes and everything like that. So the third thing would be the leisure, right? So who doesn't love a town where there's plenty to do? There's always events going on. We have the Dogwood Festival, we have the Kimberton Fair, Bubble Boy Fest, I think it's called. And then on top of that, most towns these days have like a First Friday. So we have that. There's always music going on. And the nightlife is really great, honestly. Every other bar has great music, great food, and simply just an incredible time. One bar that I would suggest is Lock 29. It's right on the water. One bar that I would suggest is Lock 29. It's on the water, and if you're out to go to get some food before maybe going out to get some drinks, I would highly suggest it. They have an incredible menu. Haven't been there for like the nightlife, but go there for lunch quite often, and you can't really beat it. For nightlife, Molly McGuire's, I would highly suggest it. They got 3 stories every Friday, Saturday night. This might have changed after COVID. I don't know. I haven't been there for a long time, but they have bars. Or I haven't been there for a long time, but they have bands like every Friday and Saturday, and it's a lot of fun. So I would highly recommend going there and checking that place out as well. Oh, and Bistro and Bridge. We're going to cut Bistro and Bridge out. And so for the fourth thing, I would say that, the location of Phoenixville is great. It's not too far from Philly, probably about 45 minutes if there's no traffic, probably about like an hour, just like most other the neighboring towns of Philly, unless you're on the main line. You're really not too far from it. And then you also are really close to the Philadelphia outlets. That's in my hometown in Limerick. 10, 15 minutes, I would say on the 15-minute, 20-minute to be on the safe side. 15, 20 minutes away. So, you got like lots of shopping over there. If you're a big shopper, I'm not, but if you are, have at it. It's not a long drive whatsoever. And then you have Collegeville. So there's Wegmans in Collegeville, or Science College is in Collegeville. So that's like a smaller town called Trapp, but there is so much to do over there too. Great restaurants, great food, bars, lots of stuff to go. Oh, and movie taverns over there too. I think one of the first in the country actually opened over there. I helped opened it. So that was a lot of fun back in the day. But I would highly suggest going out there. Collegeville is also really close. Your science colleges over in Collegeville. It's actually a little village called the Trap. Now there's great food that way as well. And then you also have movie tavern and Wegmans, and then a whole village called the Providence Town Center to go and also shop at. Now, we can't forget King of Prussia. King of Prussia is known for the King of Prussia Mall, one of the biggest in America from my understanding. I forget. I don't think it's the biggest one, but one of the biggest. But when I thought of King of Prussia, I always just thought of the mall until I lived there for 2 years. There's so much to do. You're right down the street from Valley Forge National Park. Great trails, great hiking trails to walk on, or just you can take like the paved road and go that route around the park. There's plenty of things to do over there. And then there's also the Valley Forge Casino. I'm not a gambler, but if you are, it's there. No judgment to anyone that gambles. I'm not a gambler, but if you are, the Valley Forge Casino is there. Now, a newer thing over in King of Prussia is the Valley Forge Town Center, maybe about like 5 years at this point. But before there, I mean, there really wasn't all that much to do over in King of Prussia other than go to the mall. But now with the town center, there's so much shopping that you can do as well. I would highly suggest going to the Paladar's Kitchen. There's a rum bar. There's also the famous Fogo de Chao. And I think it's called Don Julio's. It's a steakhouse. I think Don Julio is a tequila. It's not called Don Julio. I forget what it's called, but it's a Brazilian steakhouse, just like Fogo de Chao, or maybe Natal. I don't remember. Don Julio is a tequila, so that's definitely not the name of it. I'm drawing a blank. Forgive me. But my fiance has been dying to go there, and I think that we're going to go there on our next night out. All right, and so the last thing is, that's number 5, is the new. All right, and so the fifth and final thing is the new developments that are always popping up. I remember before when I was in high school, this place was kind of, I remember when I was in high school, Phoenixville really was a real small town, not the cleanest. I remember we would always go to this coffee place called Steel City for open mic nights and listen to all the music that they would play there. And that was great. But watching this place kind of grow over the last 5-10 years has been incredible. There's plenty of communities that are popping up in the area, one being the Steel Point by Lennar and Rockwell Custom Homes. I showed you a tour I can also link that in the video if you're interested in checking that video out, because it's a beautiful community. We also have Magnolia Reserve, also by Lennar, down the road a little bit. Technically, it's Spring City. It's right around the corner, but it's right around it's technically it's Spring City, right around the corner from Phoenixville. 10-minute drive off of the main road, probably, I would say. And so there's plenty of new construction coming up. There's plenty of newer construction and new businesses coming into Phoenixville, which is really great. And I love to see how they persevered through the and I love to see how they persevered through and I love to see how they persevered. What the fuck is and I love to see how they persevered through the pandemic. It was quite incredible. The roads getting shut down, kind of a nuisance for some, but other people love it. And I guess if enough people didn't love it, that they wouldn't continue to be doing it. And they wouldn't continue to be doing it. So that's it. That's the video. If you have other communities that you would like me to look into or do a video about, happy to do it. Just don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.